Fear of commitment is a common theme in love songs and movies, and it exists between both men and women. However, in this society, we seem to see it more with men, or maybe we excuse it more with men. No matter if you're a man or woman, the person who suffers the most is the person in love with someone with a commitment phobia. Today on Reaction Reset, I'm going to talk about questions to ask yourself, as well as reasons commitment phobia may exist with the person you love. When you're in love with someone that has a deep fear of relationships or a commitment phobia, the first thing you're going to notice is that the relationship seems to have a lot of stops. It will be going perfectly, you feel closer and in love with the person, and then all of a sudden it stops and there seems to be a stall. This stop and go pattern is very important for the commitment phobia person because they need to feel like they have a little bit of control. So each stop is a way for them to feel a little bit more in control of themselves still. They're terrified of being lost in the relationship. So let's talk a little bit about why people become so afraid of the relationships. It happens early in childhood. It can be deep trauma. It can be something the child witnessed. Things like a parental separation or divorce, or going through another sibling's death, or losing someone of significance if they lost a parent through death or illness. Witnessing any types of abuse in the family or extended family, and also if they had a parent who was afraid of commitment or afraid of being deeply intimate with someone, that parent will role model those behaviors to the child. Commitment phobia is fueled by our perception. The further things are progressing, the more dependent the person realizes they are upon the relationship, and this is what really causes the anxiety. The fearful person becomes feeling like they're not in control, or they start doubting, maybe I have the wrong person. If they adopt a pet, the wrong pet. And because of these constant thoughts, they get deeper and deeper into their anxious state and become more and more fearful. If you're in love with a commitment phobic person, then it's important that you can identify them within the next 3 styles I'm going to give you. As you go through the list, if you can identify it, then you can begin working on it and hopefully creating a different feeling and thoughts for yourself. Is there fear of the commitment in and of itself? Basically, you have to make any intimate contact or it doesn't happen. All the decisions are going to be on your part. The fearful person does not want to make a decision because it forces them to think more deeply about the relationship. Is the fear of commitment more about them committing to you as their partner? If you're going through this, what you're going to feel like is you are not valued. You're not really a priority. You're second best. You're a fallback person. This leaves you feeling totally unloved or really uncared for. Is there fear of commitment about trusting love? You'll know this one because if this is your partner has no problem committing to other areas. They are clear about loving you. In fact, they will tell you and commit to you that they love you. They're just fearful that something is going to happen to destroy that relationship, that love they feel for you. They are loving, they're attentive, they're kind, they're gentle, but they are fearful. They're fearful of losing what they value most. Being the partner of a commitment phobic person is really hard because there's a lot of push and pull. There's a lot of waiting, and many times these relationships don't work out because the partner gives up. If you struggle with a commitment phobia, it's important to remember your partner cannot take this away from you. You may be with someone you really care about and someone really good for you. But if you're telling yourself, you'll know because your commitment phobia will go away if you're with the right person, you're telling yourself a false truth. It's not real. Understanding why you are the way you are is the first step, but even that is not enough. Taking the action to fix the problem and heal the hurt is the most difficult step, but it's the most important step in being able to work through commitment phobia. Remember, change your reaction, change your world.